But let me tell you, dude, once you get somewhere, you're gonna say, hey, I got this now. What's next? Like, what else am I gonna get? Like, once you get something, you always, if you can, it's like when you get a new car. I remember when I got my Ferrari, dude, and I was showing everybody. It was so special to me. It's still very special to me.
Justin Bieber drops evidence, which Diddy has warned him not to leak. He has been open about the challenges he faced as a young artist in the music industry, particularly during his rapid rise to fame. Reflecting on his early years, Bieber has often mentioned how difficult it was to navigate the pressures of fame, especially at such a young age.
All these things that make you understand the way the world works. I was a good kid, but I was still like a shithead.
One significant figure in his life during that time was Sean Diddy Combs. Bieber has shared in interviews that Diddy played a role in his early career.
I think somebody needs to save that boy. He's strong, because with the memories that he has, it's an option. He's strong. Him and Jaden. I can't even get to talking about the babies.
In various interviews, Bieber has been brought to tears when discussing these challenges. He has spoken about how, at the time, all he wanted was to be successful and famous, but he was unprepared for the emotional toll that came with it. Bieber has explained that being thrust into fame at such a young age left him struggling to find his identity.
Kind of piggyback off of that, I think, you know, when I was younger, I don't think I was in a place maturity-wise to be vulnerable. You know, you're young and you want to put up facades and you want to seem, you know, bigger than life. But when you realize, when you get to a maturity level where you realize what's really important, that being my wife and my family and my friends, you realize what I guess is truly important. I want to put it all on the line so that I can help my neighbor, help my friends, help my family, help the people who might be going through similar.
You don't know how many people you impact, bro. Tell your story, bro. We know that Diddy and the industry mistreated you, bro. We know it. The Bible says whatever is done in the dark in this world will always come to light, bro. Bieber, speak out. God is with you. Take your time, though. Take your time, for real.
My family, help the people who might be going through similar situations that I'm going through, you know?
Singer Jaguar Wright has publicly accused Diddy of mistreating young celebrities, including Justin Bieber. Wright's claims have added another layer to the allegations against Diddy, painting a disturbing picture of his relationships with young artists.
Just like it wasn't seminal fluid that Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club with Trey Songz on the lookout.
The images are there.
Diddy-fied. Hashtag no Diddy.
Hashtag no Diddy.
A video that went viral featuring Sean Diddy Combs and a young Justin Bieber drew widespread criticism. In the video, Diddy is seen telling Bieber that they should spend 48 hours together, which many viewers found inappropriate.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
Critics argued that the suggestion of a 40-year-old man spending 2 days with a 15-year-old boy raised serious concerns, questioning the motives behind such a proposal.
You know, 50-year-old men don't give a fuck about Justin Bieber. You know, no disrespect. He's a great guy, a great singer, but he's like young girls. For young girls, that guy's unbelievably famous, but he's been famous since he was a little kid. When people hear about him going crazy, right? Amazing. When people hear about him going insane, I'm like, of course he's going insane. You have no idea what it would be like to be him and to be 17 years old and girls literally trying to break into his house to throw pussy at him. They're coming down chimneys. They're flying in on parachutes. They're doing anything they can. They just want to be around him. And you want him to be normal?
Oh man, poor guy.
Diddy has faced allegations over the years related to his treatment of young artists, with some accusing him of exploiting minors in the industry.
The only thing it inspired was loyalty. They ripped your ass. Gene didn't say it. He said, check the records at the hospital. I'm saying it. You got your ripped out. Then you take Justin Bieber from Lily White, Canada, and take him to the Flavor off the Kitty edition. Get his ripped out. Now everything's coming out, and the first thing you do is run the Bobby with another kitty rape.
These allegations suggest that Diddy used his power and influence to make promises of fame and success to young artists, only to take advantage of them once they were under his wing. The idea of Diddy spending 2 days with Justin Bieber drew significant backlash, with critics arguing that such a close and extended interaction between a 40-year-old man and a 15-year-old boy was highly inappropriate. Many questioned why Diddy, a powerful and influential figure in the music industry, would want to spend so much time alone with a teenage artist.
Did P. Diddy groom a very young Justin Bieber? Let's get into it. In a clip from 14 years ago, we see that Justin, 15 at the time, was spending 48 hours living with Diddy, who was 40 years old at the time.
Yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay, I get the mansion.
And back then, people described this video as cute, especially this part of the video.
They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose.
And in this clip, Diddy even talks about the time Usher lived with him.
I've been given custody of him. He signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me.
So why would this 40-year-old want to hang out with this 15-year-old?
The controversy intensified concerns about the dynamics of their relationship and whether it was truly in Bieber's best interest.
It is obvious that Justin is not very comfortable. He was stuttering. And in the comment section from the first videos, this more recent comment says the hyperbolic time chamber of comments back then, not realizing how obvious this video is literally some 40-year-old creep justifying having a pop-related 15-year-old live with him for 2 days.
The viral video with Justin Bieber only added fuel to these long-standing accusations, raising further questions about Diddy's behavior towards young, vulnerable artists.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
Tell you my number.
Yeah.
Despite the serious allegations surrounding him, Diddy has largely remained unscathed, a fact that many attribute to his considerable power and connections within the music industry.
A resurfaced video shows Justin drinking with Diddy at a very young age. Eyewitnesses describe a distressing scene where Bieber appeared vulnerable and intoxicated with his clothes falling off. I mean, you can see his pants below his butt and it's exposing his thighs. So his clothes are just completely coming off of him and no one's helping him pull up his pants. So it's alleged that he may have been underage at the time of this video, and a source claims he was taken away and used by Diddy and the game as he was completely passed out.
People argue that his influence has allowed him to avoid facing serious consequences for his actions, including the allegations of exploiting young artists like Justin Bieber.
It's like disgusting, right? And he's singing like yummy, yummy the whole time. At the end of the music video, they put a plate down and it has the word yummy and it has a childhood photo of Justin Bieber, as if it were being served at the dinner to all these wealthy, bougie people. Yes.
That's
are you
weird.
Like picking up on that?
Picking
like
up what you're putting down, like
He's saying that some societal elites
video.
Right.
So why would
So that's directly from him.
Amid the growing allegations against Diddy, there has been increasing pressure on Justin Bieber to speak out about his experiences.
It looks like Justin Bieber has spoken out about how he feels about the Diddy situation, and it's not looking too good, and it's what everybody thought happened. So Justin posted a series of pictures of himself crying on Instagram, and his wife Hailey Bieber also posted the lyric, quote, "Oh, I'm unwell," end quote, on her Instagram at the same time as he's posting these images. So one of Justin's friends have recently spoke out about how the pop superstar recently with supplies. And this isn't a really good friend, because why would you be telling the media this? So an alleged screenshot of Justin's caption is also floating around with the images. The caption reads, quote, "I will speak on it, but I liked it," end quote. So I'm not sure what this means.
Critics and fans alike believe that Bieber has a responsibility to share his story to protect other young artists in the industry from potential exploitation.
Justin Bieber, if P. Diddy hurts you in any way, shape, or form, it's your time, pal. This is your moment to shine and rise and make sure that you get involved so this never happens to another kid again. I know it's hard. I know you're in the spotlight. And maybe nothing happened. But rumors don't just start flying around like rumors if nothing happened to some sort of degree. If this man touched you in any way that you were not comfortable, it's time to speak now to make sure that this never happens again to another child. You have a voice. You have a voice that people will listen to, that children will follow, that judges in a court system will take down a monster if he's guilty of doing what people are saying that he did to you. My heart goes out to you as a son of a great father.
They argue that his voice could be crucial in shedding light on the dark side of the entertainment business and holding powerful figures like Diddy accountable for their actions.
But let me be very clear that, Justin, you have an opportunity. You have a moment, a blip in time, that if allegedly these rumors are true, that you have a chance to put a monster away. It's your duty. It's your duty to speak up. It'll be an honor to have you by my side, one by one. Watch the dominoes fall, because I don't think it's going to end with P. Diddy. I want to put every one of them away for hurting our women and our children.
Another moment from another video faced scrutiny when Diddy was seen patting down Justin Bieber, which some critics interpreted as an attempt to check if the young star was wearing a wire. The insinuation was that Diddy wanted to ensure he could speak freely, even if that meant saying things that were inappropriate or incriminating.
He alleges that when they were at the Chalice studio one night, Diddy and his son Justin went into a restroom with a man by the name of G, who was Justin's friend. And that man was injured, saying that they heard some pew-pew sounds and that Diddy and Justin came out, but G was still in there lying on the floor in a pool of his own, you-know-what, the red stuff. So with that all being said, Rodney claims that Diddy told everyone at the studio to lie about it to the police and say that they didn't have anything to do with it. Later, 3 people were arrested for a string of robberies in the area, and they tried to say that this was a robbery, but no, there was a whole crime scene in the studio in the restroom. And so now it looks like Diddy is going to be charged with red rum or attempted red rum. Please pay attention. The reason some people likely thought this was pertaining to the robberies that were going on in the area is because Diddy allegedly told people to say that it happened outside of the studio and that the person came in after the fact. But Rodney Jones says in his lawsuit filing that he helped G and that he helped him to get to the ambulance and all of that. Also, there's pictures included in his lawsuit showing the incident or the crime scene in the restroom, as well as Rodney Jones saying.
The PBD podcast has been one of the platforms that openly discussed the allegations against Diddy, particularly focusing on his relationships with young artists like Justin Bieber and Usher during their early careers.
You know, you're asking me about a raid when I've seen raids happen to my clients that have no business happening. I understand that there was a plane with one of his, they called it his drug runner, his 25-year-old kid.
Going to Antigua.
He was arrested. I know that. I know that obviously there are accusations of trafficking. And you've seen a lot of reels been coming up about, that's his, that gentleman was arrested. I have kids, I don't even post. And then, the Twitter trolls will be, where are her kids? Well, I'm protecting them. And this is sad. I mean, this is sad. And this one with Bieber.
This is the Bieber one? Yeah.
Where are the parents?
Yeah, and which parent would say, you know what? We don't know you. We know that you're a celebrity. Go and hang out with this guy for weeks on end by yourself. And at what time, at what era is this cool?
In the most critical years, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. How is this, Alina?
They both turn.
How is this normal?
They both turn into superstars.
Yeah.
That's the sacrifice you make.
Yeah, that's the sacrifice. And one of them had to go to church and he freaking lost his mind.
The podcast explored the troubling implications of Diddy's behavior, suggesting that he may have engaged in inappropriate actions with these minors.
That's disturbing, by the way.
Why?
That's disturbing.
What does that have to do with making music?
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Who was this guy, Rob? Who was the girl?
I believe this is a former dancer of Diddy's who talks. She doesn't give specifics, but she talks about some of the things that she witnessed while she was there.
Play the clip.
Oh, yeah. We all have stories. Seriously, we all have stories. Mine is horrific, and only 5 people know it.
Well, you're about to be called
and
as a
I
witness.
probably will never tell it.
You're about to get subpoenaed.
Since then, I've been
really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and I
she's
also
done.
am very intimately aware that you tell your truth and you become victimized over and over and over and over and over and over. And mind you, I then interviewed him many times. I have a lot of stories, y'all. I've been in Hollywood for 25 years, maybe longer, 30.
In his music and various interviews, Justin Bieber has touched on the difficulties of his early career, often reflecting on how his desire for fame and success clouded his judgment.
Justin Bieber's latest track.
No, I haven't even heard it.
Talking about his abuse as a child and they took advantage of me. And he opened up his heart in his latest track, bro.
He's finally spoken.
He's like, yeah, bro. He's like, I was just a kid in this industry with no one to talk to. I was alone. So many things are coming out, bro. One by one, you put the pieces of the puzzle together.
It's
bro.
all adding up.
It's all adding up.
It's all adding up.
It was sad though. Justin Bieber's
and the videos of him with Diddy, when he just turned 18, they're all getting him drunk. They're all getting him drunk, making him drink. And the real question was, where was his parents?
I don't even know how Justin Bieber's parents look like. Do you not know how Justin Bieber's parents look like?
He has admitted that as a teenager, he was unable to distinguish between right and wrong in certain situations, driven by a relentless pursuit of stardom. This introspection has led many to wonder if Bieber was referring to his experiences with Diddy and others who may have taken advantage of his naivety and ambition.
Nah, this iconic girl, bro.
Again? It's called Infrasounds 33,000. It's out right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go look it up.
I think you'll get a kick out of it. I talk about my whole life. We kind of went through the same thing. We don't talk about it though.
Dang.
Yeah. Being young and being in the spotlight's not easy for anybody. So
I'm telling y'all, JB all these years been giving us hints, but a lot of people are sleeping. I'm not famous, I'm not a celebrity, so I can't speak out.
Yeah, and you got a little bit easier because you're a dude and you were already like pop realness. They tried to squeeze me and put my tits up and try to make sure I'm super girly, and it just did not work out. So.
yeah,
I appreciate it, but your car life is my shit though.
My car life?
Your car
cars?
life. No, your car life.
Bro, you can tell by Bieber's expression, his body language, that he's nervous when he talks about these things, bro.
One particularly controversial incident was when Diddy gifted Justin Bieber a car. Critics questioned the motives behind such a lavish gift, arguing that it was not something given without reason.
There's so much to talk about with Diddy. I mean, it's unbelievable. They're calling him hip-hop's Epstein.
There's videos of Diddy and a very young Bieber talking about hanging out. Like, why would you want to hang out with this kid? And Diddy buying him cars. Why would you buy him cars? Is this the way you buy a chick jewelry and stuff for sexual favors, or at least keeping quiet about certain things? I'm speculating here, but there is also a weird video of Odell Beckham Jr. in a club setting. Odell Beckham Jr. looks up because a video starts, and he looks like a deer in headlights, and he looks like he's pulling up his pants. And Justin Bieber, you can see him from the back, is crotch level, and then he turns around and looks at the camera and makes a funny face like, oh, we weren't doing anything. And I mean, it looks like he's sucking his honestly in this club. So maybe Justin Bieber was passed around in this group. This is how these people are handled at that upper level.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.